Almost every company running SAP believes their inventory is highly accurate. The truth is, there's often a significant gap between what the system says and what's actually sitting on the shelf. This is Neptune Talks, where we share short insights on SAP execution and innovation. Today, we're diving into a problem that quietly drains profit from nearly every warehouse: the SAP inventory accuracy gap. It's that frustrating difference between what your system says you have and what's physically available on the warehouse floor.
Right. And it's not a single big event that causes it. It's more like a series of small, invisible leaks that happen every single day. The source material we're looking at calls it the execution gap, which I think is the perfect term for it. It's the space between the plan in SAP and the physical reality on the warehouse floor.
Exactly. And the article points out four specific moments where this gap appears. The first one is obvious to anyone who's worked in a warehouse: when goods arrive at the receiving dock. There's a delay between the truck arriving, the items being unloaded, and that data actually getting into SAP. During that time, the inventory exists physically, but not digitally.
Yeah, inventory purgatory, it's there, but you can't use it, you can't plan for it. And the second moment the article mentions is new hire training. You bring someone new onto the team, sit them in front of a complex SAP transaction, and expect them to be productive. The reality is, they're going to make mistakes. The interface simply isn't designed for a fast paced warehouse environment.
Totally. And that leads directly to the third moment: manual cycle counts, the classic clipboard and pen. Someone walks the floor, writes down numbers, then walks back to a desk to manually enter that data. Every single step becomes a potential point of failure: a typo, a misread number, a misplaced sheet of paper.
And that data is already out of date the second it's written down. By the time it's entered into SAP, the warehouse has moved on. The fourth moment is similar: end of shift reconciliations. Piles of paperwork that still need to be sorted and entered. It's a process built around lag time and human error.
So you have these 4 points where inventory accuracy slowly erodes, and the business impact is huge. It's not just an inconvenience for the warehouse manager. You end up with stockouts on items SAP says you have, leading to missed shipments and unhappy customers. Production lines can stop because a critical part can't be found, even though the system shows it's available. At the same time, organizations often carry excess inventory because they don't fully trust the data, tying up valuable working capital. The impact ripples across the entire supply chain.
Okay, so the problems are clear. But here's the question many organizations ask, and the article addresses it directly. We're moving to S4 HANA in a year or two. Why invest in fixing this now when the ERP system is about to change? The article describes this as a kind of quiet paralysis.
That's really the key issue, but I think it starts with a misunderstanding. The problem isn't the SAP core. The problem is the execution layer, the way people and operational processes interact with SAP on the warehouse floor.
But wouldn't you still have to rebuild those improvements in S4 HANA? That's where the hesitation comes from. People worry they'll end up doing the same work twice.
Not if you approach it correctly. The solution is to build a mobile-first execution layer. Think simple, intuitive applications running on scanners or tablets that communicate directly with SAP. An application for receiving goods that scans barcodes and updates SAP immediately. An application for cycle counting that removes paper completely. An application that guides new employees through processes with a simple, intuitive interface instead of overwhelming them with complex transactions.
So you're abstracting the complexity away from the user.
Exactly. And here's the important part. That execution layer isn't tied to a single ERP version. It communicates with the core system, whether that's ECC today or S/4HANA tomorrow. The physical process of receiving a pallet or counting inventory doesn't fundamentally change because you migrate ERP systems. So the applications supporting those processes continue delivering value after the migration. You're not rebuilding them, you're simply connecting them to the new backend.
That completely changes the conversation. You're not fixing the ERP itself, you're improving operational execution around it. And because those operational processes remain largely the same after migration, the investment continues to deliver value.
Exactly. And you don't have to transform everything at once. The article makes a great point about starting small. Pick one of those four moments, like mobile cycle counting. It's a focused initiative with a clear business case and measurable return on investment. Deliver one success, build confidence, and expand from there.
It's a much more practical approach. Instead of treating modernization as one massive project, you're delivering continuous improvements that solve real business problems today while supporting tomorrow's migration.
Exactly. It changes the conversation from waiting for S4 HANA to improving operations now. Every improvement reduces manual effort, increases inventory accuracy, and helps organizations build a stronger foundation for the future.
And ultimately, it means having inventory data you can actually trust. The key takeaway is simple: don't let a future S4 HANA migration stop you from fixing inventory execution problems that are costing you money today. Building a mobile first execution layer delivers immediate business value while continuing to support your organization as you migrate.
Well said. It's about solving today's operational challenges in a way that also prepares you for tomorrow.
Thank you, and thanks to the viewers for listening. If you want to explore more about this topic, visit neptunesoftware.com. And if you want more short insights on SAP, AI, and enterprise innovation, follow Neptune Talks. Thanks again.